Hi guys, welcome back to my channel again. My name remains Chrissy Caps, and if you're here for the first time, you're most definitely welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate. So this is my client, and if you want to see how I did this look or create this look on her, please continue to watch. So because it was already late in the evening and she was in a hurry, after cleaning her face, I mixed my moisturizer with my foundation. I've not tried this before, but I've seen people do it, so I decided to try it on my clients. So I mixed everything together thoroughly, then added my makeup seal to it because I was not applying anything on her face. There was not going to be moisturizer on her face, no primer on her face. So this is just everything mixed together, and I applied it on her face. And I actually love the way it came out. The feeling, moisturizer is always very soft on the skin. So when I applied it with the foundation, even if it's not on my face, I could tell that it made the foundation soft and absorbable on her to her skin or into her skin, whatever. But it was really nice. So I just went in to apply everything with my brush, and I try at my best to match her skin with my foundation because I didn't want her face looking off, especially that she's going out in the night. I didn't want her looking different from what she actually came for. So I just make sure the foundation matches her whole body, the undertone and the shade as well. Yeah, so I applied everywhere on her face as usual with my brush, then went in to apply it or dab it with my beauty blender. So guys, please, if you're here for the first time, please don't forget, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please watch this video to the end to see how I got to the point that you saw, and then please leave a comment on this video and tell me if you will try this method of mixing your foundation and your moisturizer and everything together at a time and apply it. And if you have done it before, tell me what you think about it. How did it go? Did it stay all day? Because yeah, I've seen somebody did it and I've seen the outcome that it stayed all day, but I don't know about other people. Yeah, so let me know if you would try it on yourself. Yeah, so after applying the foundation on her face with my brush, I went in with my beauty blender as usual to seal it up in case there's any part that is not well blended, there's any part that is not well covered. Yeah, so I just went in to seal it up with my beauty blender. And then after that, I used my magic eye magic lip palette, and then I took a color from there and apply as my blush on her face. So that's just the next step. That's next thing I did. Yeah, so that's the color I used, and then I use this concealer as my highlighter. So I use the first dark one, which is this one, then I top it up with a brighter one. This is actually a new concealer that I'm going to write the name in the description box. It's new and I decided to try it and I liked it as I tried it. So I think I will be using it more. I'm going to buy more of it and put it in my box. You can try it. It's not lightweight and is very mattifying as well. I'm beginning to like a little bit of thick found concealers these days because I noticed that when I use concealer that are extremely lightweight, if you have dark under eye, if you have this mark like a C cut under your eye from the bridge of your nose or from your ear tear dot to under your eye, there's this mark that gives like a C kind of curve form underneath your eye. If you have those marks and you use foundation that is, did I say foundation? If you use concealer, I'm talking from experience. If I use concealer that is very lightweight underneath the eye, and then I just use setting spot powder to set under the eye, later I used to see it, like it gives you that that mark is still there, though it is covered, but it's still there. And then if the under eye is very dark and you don't correct it before highlighting, before you're done with the makeup or before the person leaves or after, you will now see under the eye looking dark, like there is a white cast or dark cast rather underneath the eye. So using it from concealer that is a bit thick works better to cover it up here. So that is what I actually observed here, because personally, though I've not done a makeup to show my face on this channel, but I have a terrible dark under eye. Yeah, not just dark under eye, brown eye. So I noticed that if I just go in do my normal routine without correcting or concealing it, or using a concealer that is a bit thick underneath my eyes, it pops up very quick before you know it. So after concealing the under eye, I blushed, like I said, with my palette, eye magic palette. Then I use a darker shade of the concealer that I show you guys to contour the face. And then because the hairline is different from her face, like the lace wig that she's wearing is not matching her skin, it's off her skin. I had to conceal or contour the hairline so that it can match her hair, and her forehead and her hair can match here. So that's just what I did. You can see the her hairline to her forehead is looking the same with the lace that is on her head now. So because I don't want her hair looking different from her face, I needed to just match it up. That's why I use that concealer there, which is not bad, to contour the hairline instead of the normal just bronzing the hairline. Yeah, I had to go in with that wet concealer, and then it's the same concealer I'm using to contour her nose. And then contouring the nose, I started from the under brows and connect it to the bridge of the nose. So to set underneath the eye, I don't want to use setting powder today. I'm using my powder palette rather. So that powder palette I showed you people is from Blossom Cosmetics. So I use my powder puff to take it and then just press it on the highlighted areas, and I like the coverage. I'm really in for this now, because like I explained earlier, when I use just the setting powder underneath the eyes, especially when you have that mark or you have a deep under eye, it doesn't give me that full effect that or full coverage that I'm looking for underneath the eye. So I am going to be using my powder palette henceforth to conceal underneath the, or to set underneath the eyes before I will bake, except the person I'm working on have a full under eye that doesn't have all those issues, then I can just be using my setting powder to do that. So after setting everywhere that I highlighted, I use that same powder puff to powder the rest of the face. If you've been watching my videos, you'll know that that's my normal routine. After setting the under eyes, the places that I highlighted, I usually use my powder puff to powder the rest of the face first before I will go in with my powder brush. So that is just what I did in this video as well. So I used her shade to powder around, and I don't powder and leave the contour and blush areas. I powder everywhere, make sure everything comes together, make sure everywhere is dry before I go over it with my powder brush to just apply a little powder and dust off the excess on the face as well. So that is just what I am doing right now. So like I was saying, I don't know, I'm sure some persons must have experienced this thing I'm talking about. I've seen it in my videos, and it was not something that I really do like. I've been trying to overcome it, and I noticed that this method of using a powder that has weight to set underneath the eyes gives you that coverage more than when you just use a set when you just use a setting powder. Yeah, so you can try it. If you have dark under eyes, try it. If you have deep under eyes, try it. Try using your powder that has like this, your powder that has weight first before using your setting powder. You will see the difference. So after powdering all around the face, I went in to bronze the chin and the forehead as well, and then I baked underneath the eyes and then did the brows as well. So I used two colors of bronzer to bronze the face. For the top of the face or the forehead, I used a lighter one that works with the product color on the hairline and the forehead. And then because I wanted to enhance the cheek a little, I used the one that has a little of color on the cheek. Yeah, so I'm just going into bake so that it can lift it up a little. So guys, please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. The product I just showed you now is my eyeshadow primer from P. Louise. Most of the primers that I use is P. Louise. I have three colors of it. This shade, there is dark brown and there is white, and then Younger Beauty as well. So I like to use them. They are very pigmented. Yeah, so after applying it, I went in with my first color of eyeshadow because my baby girl was going for something very visible. She wanted something that, okay, all matte but visible enough for you to see, colorful, not just visible, colorful as well. So I started from the front part of the eye, the um yeah, front part of the eye. I was looking for, there's a name I was looking for, but I started from the front part of the eye and just apply and blend, and then I connected it to underneath the front part of our brows to the um, nose area, and then after that I went in with my brown to smooch the outer V so that it will give that, it will create, yeah, give that smoky illusion from the outer V. So I just blended everything together. After blending it together, the smoky effect that I was looking for didn't really come out the way I wanted it. So I went in with a more darker brown to just smooch the outer V very well. So what I did was just blend, apply and blend. Like I always say, please remember when you're working on your eyeshadow to build your colors, especially when you're working with colors that eyeshadow that is very pigmented. Build your colors that way you would not have issues with trying to reduce your colors. So I'm still adding the dark brown. I just blended everything together and then I used the excess on the brush and blended into the front because I wanted that dark illusion to underneath the brows or in the crease. Yeah, so I just moved everything together. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side of the eye as well. So that's just how I apply this eyeshadow. Blend and apply, blend and apply, blend and apply. And I'm doing it with a very light hand because if I do it with a strong hand, because the eyelid is wet, the product there, the eyeshadow primer is still very wet. If you use a strong hand to blend, it will pull, not just might, it will pull it. You will not start seeing patches and it will crease later. When it creases, you'll see patches. Even before it creases, you'll see patches. So it's advised that you blend with light hand so that everything can just absorb and sit in. Yeah, so that's just what I am doing right now. So like I was saying, please don't forget guys, if you've not liked and subscribe to my channel. Please like this video, leave a comment on it, and then please don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. If there's any thing you like about this look, leave it in the comment section. If you want to try, if you can, or you would love to try this eye look on yourself, leave it in the comment section. Just tell me whatever you like about this look. Tell me what you feel about this look. I would love to hear your thoughts about this look. If you like it, if it's something you can rock or not, let me know. If it's the way I apply the product is if it's a way that you want to try, I'd love to hear it. If you've tried it before, if it has worked for you before, I'd love to hear it as well. I just want us to talk. I just want to hear your views and your suggestions and all in the comment section, guys. Please leave a comment. I am here to respond to all your comments and thoughts. Yeah, so this is how it came out, but because I wanted the outer V to look a bit more smoked, I went in with a darker shade to just blend it more. So you see the beauty then. It looks now, it is coming up because I added more dark shades to it. And then for the reddish color on the eyelid, because my client was like, oh, it's too red, I want it toned down, I went in with another color to brighten it up as well. You will see as you watch the video further, you'll see how I added another color to just brighten it up so that it doesn't look way red and all. Yeah, so like I've said it before, when I'm working with my clients, I always listen to what my client says. I like to do as my clients want, especially when it is something that will fit them, it is something that it will not spoil the work. I like to go with what my clients want. And even when it is something that is not what I want but is what my clients want, I always do it for them. So I had to listen to what she wants and then work on it for her so that she will be satisfied after the work. So this is the color I am brightening up the eyelid with. It's just a little amount that I added so that the eyelid doesn't look way reddish but a bit toned down to really complement her color as well. Yeah, so that is it for the eye. And then I went in to line the eyes, both the top and the underline. And then for my liner, I always use a liner from Younger Beauty Cosmetics Gelato. It's very pigmented and it doesn't move, so I really like to use that product. It is so good, guys. You can try it. It is called Gelato from Younger Beauty Cosmetics. It's a Nigerian brand that is so amazing. Yeah, so for my liner, I've not showed you guys this liner stick that I usually use, but it looks like a pencil, a very tiny little brush that has a well-shaped pencil mouth. Yeah, so that's a brush that I use for this liner to line or to apply my liners, because it gives you that very sleek straight line, especially when you want to do wings. You can work with it. It's something that you will not have issues with. It's very hard for you to spoil your liner with this particular brush, so I always like to really work with it. And because it's very tiny, it's slim, especially when I want to line underneath the eyes or draw the line out like I just did, it gives you that very tiny effect that you're looking for. Yeah, so to line my client's eyes, especially when I'm going to the front, instead of them tightening their eyes closed, I always like them to open their eyes and look down. Like if you're looking at them, you feel their eyes is closed but their eyes is open. They look down so that I can get in that very front corner, the inner tear dot, and line all, place my liner well. And then I also ask them to look up and then line that same part as well, so that it can cover when you look at them and they're looking at you, you can see the liner not just on top but into the eyes as well. So that's basically what I am doing now, nothing much. So would you like to try this look, guys? Another thing I want to mention in this video, you can see that as the video is going, the lightning is changing. Yeah, like I said earlier when I was starting this look, I told you guys that it was in the evening that I was doing this makeup and my light is just one. So as I was doing the makeup and the day gets more darker, it was not affecting my lighting setup. So watching the videos from the starting, you can see that it was a bit brighter, and as it's going down it's getting darker and darker. That's the reason why it is like that. The night was already there with us, but walking in the night, and the light was not as vibrant as it should be, like the other videos that you've seen. So if you are wondering why it is getting dark and all, just know that that is just what happened. I have to use what I have to do what I have to do. Yeah, so that's what happened. And then I'm lining the lip with my lip pencil. I'll try to remember all of this and put them in the description box so that you see the product that I used in these videos, and then you can get them for yourself if you want. If you don't, yeah, I just want you guys to know what I use in this video. This pencil is actually a new pencil. I'm trying it for the first time as well, but it is very, very pigmented. So I just used it to line the lip. I didn't do much for this lip because the eye was already loud, though the lip popped, but I didn't go in too much. So I just lined. After lining, I went in with a dark brown from that eye magic palette that I used earlier to blend the line of the brow pencil that I used. Yeah, that pencil is actually a brow pencil, so it works for both brows and for the lip. So because I want the brown to be intense, I went in with that liquid wet brown from the palette and just go over it and then blend it, and added a little pink color on the lip and gloss. That's just what I did for this look. I didn't do much when it comes to the lip, yeah, because it's what my clients want and that is what I did for her. So I just blended everything together, make sure everywhere is well blended, smooth, and then applied my middle color in the lip. So that's just all. You can see the pink. I just smooth a little, yeah, and I had to blend it with that lip, and then I blended it together and added a gloss to it. So it's just very important that you blend your lips together so that there will not be demarcations between the two colors, or what the number of all of colors you used. Yeah, so blending is important for all the makeup process, from the eye to the lip to the everywhere. It's important to really blend. So I'm just using a gloss, and the gloss is not a clear gloss, guys. If you've been seeing my videos, you've been watching my videos, you would notice that even though I use clear gloss, I also use glosses that matches the inner lip that I did on my client or on my model, so that the colors can be enhanced. Clear gloss most times just give you a flat look, but if you want to enhance a color on your lip that you have used, you have to go with a color that a gloss that is like that color, and then just apply it. That way it will enhance the color for you. That's it. And then for the brows, for my brows to stay in place, I will use my lip, what did I say, not lip, lash glue to tame my brows. So because I don't tame my brows most times before I draw and then fill it in and make sure everywhere is okay before I tame my brows. So lastly, I set our face with my setting spray from Jubas Cosmetics, and I sprayed a lot of it because I really wanted everything on the face to absorb the product. And this is the final look, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and also leave a comment on this video. Tell me what you love about this video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.